Hello everyone and welcome back to the third episode of Why Do We Need Accountability in Yemen series from Mwatana for Human Rights. In the previous episodes, we discussed the Yemen's situation at the UN Human Rights Council between 2017 and 2021, and also discussed the establishment and determination of the UN Group of Eminent Experts on Yemen as known as the GEE. In the second episode, we hosted some distinguished guests to discuss the urgent need to establish an international mechanism with a criminal focus to investigate into violations of international law since 2014, which committed by all warring parties, and also to publicly report on the human rights situation in Yemen, and to collect, preserve, consolidate, and analyze evidence and prepare case files for possible criminal prosecutions in future. More importantly, the need for such mechanism is not for the violations and atrocities committed, but also for future to ensure sustainable peace and ending impunity in Yemen. In this week, Mwatana for Human Rights and Ceasefire Center for Civilian Rights released a joint report, The Struggle for Justice. The report examines several avenues to pursue criminal accountability for international crimes committed in Yemen since September 2014. And the aim of this report is to assess the feasibility and the potential impacts of pursuing each of these accountability avenues, considering the present realities of the ongoing war. The possible establishment of new international accountability mechanisms is also explored, namely an independent international criminally focused investigative mechanism, an independent civil society investigative and reporting mechanism, and an ad hoc international criminal tribunal. The focus of this report is on criminal accountability, which concerns legal processes aimed at establishing the individual criminal responsibility of perpetrators for their involvement in war crimes, crimes against humanity, genocides, or other serious crimes such as torture and enforced disappearances. Potential perpetrators may include states, political and military officials, leaders and members of non-state armed groups or state-supported or recruited forces, as well as state officials, corporate executives, and in some jurisdictions, corporations as legal persons involved in arms transfers to warring parties. This report makes the case for the pursuit of a comprehensive form of criminal accountability. This entails holding to account perpetrators affiliated to all conflict parties for the full range of international crimes and other violations of international law that are relevant to the war in Yemen. All victims should have access to justice and receive reparations for the harm suffered. One-sided or partial justice does not lay the necessary foundation for long-lasting peace in Yemen. This report therefore calls on the international community to take immediate action to mobilize independent avenues for accountability at the international level to address the acute impunity in Yemen and pave the way towards accountability and justice. The report, The Struggle for Justice, is available in English and Arabic on Mwatana's website, www.mwatana.org. Thank you for listening to the last episode of Why Do We Need Accountability in Yemen series from Mwatana for Human Rights. This series ends now, however, our struggle for justice continues.